Welcome to Transform Your Life Chats, aka TYL Chats. We're the Yogi Laurens.
Hey guys.
Hello, and we decided to do these quick chats just to really let you into our lives a little bit more. We were making all these videos and with yoga, HIIT, boot camps, meditations, nutrition, but we feel like we have so much more to share and just for you to get to know us a little bit. So today, topic is recipe for transformation, right? That's kind of what we're about.
Yes, and these are going to be like things that we do every day and like how our lives have shifted and changed because of them.
Yeah.
And we truly believe in these things and it will help you become more successful in whatever you do in your life. It will truly bring more happiness with your family, with your job, with yourself. And it's just putting the work in to find that synchronicity of it.
Totally, because anything we say on here is all things that we do and have adapted along the way, right? We're both 30 years old, have been best friends since 3, and our lives have not always been this way. You'll get to know us, you'll hear our stories of the good, the bad, the ugly, the fun, the awesome.
The not so awesome.
We're just gonna be real, right? But why don't we get to the topic? So the point is we're gonna give you our 5 top things that we do on a daily basis to keep our mindset in the right place, right? It all starts with your mind, and once your mind is in a good place, that's when your body transforms. And our goal really through these workouts, through everything we do, is to help deepen your mind-body connection. And it takes practice. Your mind's like a muscle, we gotta work it every day. So number 1 thing we both do, gratitude.
Mm-hmm. And it's not even like just developing a thing of gratitude. It's write down what you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be a huge long list that takes an hour long. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Today, my 3 things were I was grateful for my smoothie. I was grateful for the supportive family and friends that I have, especially in this time right now. I don't know when you're watching this, but this is coronavirus 2.0 right now. We're in it. So I'm grateful for the people in my life who are there to support me. And I am grateful for my practice keeping me sane, my yoga practice right now. So that's it. I wrote those 3 things down. And it's just embodying gratitude, that emotion in your heart, and letting it fill you up a little bit.
Yeah, something I do every day is I write down 3 to 5 things I'm grateful for. I also have this little catchy thing called Card of the Day with Lauren A. I make everyone in my family pick a wisdom card and then write down what they're grateful for. My card today was Lotus Rose.
Cool.
Which is one of my favorite ones, and it describes that a profound transformation is coming through love. So along with that, after picking that card, I wrote down I'm just thankful for bringing more love and choosing love over fear. Along with also just yesterday was beautiful, right? It doesn't have to be big things. The key is to write down the little things you're grateful for.
Yeah.
And to do it every day. There is a big difference between thinking about it and writing it. You may think thinking about it is enough, but we'll both tell you it's not.
Mm-hmm.
You need to write it. First step, think about it. Second step, write it down. Third step, say it out loud, right? And that's where really you just start to get into a better headspace. And if you ever feel like you're down, right, change your perspective. Write down something you're grateful for. It's something quick, easy. You can do it anywhere, and your mind's instantly going to be changed.
Yeah. And then to piggyback on that, you can do a couple things that you're grateful for, and then I do I am statements. Again, it's 3 things. Sometimes I like really go off on a tizzy and I write like 2 pages of like I am awesome or like I am powerful, but then also your goals. Like I have a Tesla. Do I have a Tesla right now? No, but I am going to have a Tesla, and I write that down.
And you're gonna be freaking grateful when you get that Tesla.
Yeah, exactly. You're grateful as fuck. I have a successful yoga studio, things like that, or I am passionate and kind and loving. Your I am statements can be anything that gives you power, and then also goals for your future. If you're, let's say, like a lead analyst at a financial company, then you go, I am a VP of analytics at that financial company, stuff like that. Just goals that are settling with what you want in your life.
Totally. Yeah. So, and those goals, right, the things you do every day that you're grateful for and write down. That's what's gonna lead you to reach those goals.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not seem like a big deal, but it is a big deal. So one thing you can start to do every day, we're working these things in order, right? One thing, if you can do this alone, we're making progress, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we're always looking for progress, not perfection. I love that statement. I love Marie Forleo. Check her out. But yes, we're not perfect, and you probably know that
I
by
like
now.
the idea of perfectly imperfect. I never want to be perfect. That's not freaking fun.
No.
All right, next
Number
thing.
two. Here we go. The next recipe for transformation.
Well, ingredient, but that's
Ingredient.
okay.
Yes, it's an ingredient of the formula. Yes.
Meditation, or that could be a woo-woo scary word for people. So focused breath, mindfulness.
Yeah, it's any way you can calm your mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
A place where even if you are stressed or at work or just focusing on deep breaths in and deep breaths out, that's meditation.
Focused breathing, but inhale and then exhale for 2 minutes. That's it.
You do not have to be like Buddha or live in a temple or, you know what I mean, to just be able to meditate.
Yeah.
And something I think both of us hear a lot, or you will hear other people say this too, is I can't meditate. My mind goes a million miles a minute. Like, I'm just not doing it right.
What the fuck do you think happens during meditation? That is meditation,
Right? So I'll tell you, like, if you know me, you maybe you do, maybe you don't. My brain is always going a million miles a minute. I have a to-do list in my head at all times, and I talk a million miles a minute as well. But that's when you need meditation the most, right? Is even if, like, I started doing meditation by just 2 minutes. I timed it on my phone and just sat there for 2 minutes thinking, you know, this is anxious, like it should be over. But the more you just do it and sit with it, it's like anything else. It's practice, and it changes your life.
Mm-hmm, it does. I used to not want to, and now I look forward to that part of my day. I'd be like, oh, I gotta meditate now. I'm like, oh, I got to meditate. It's just the simple shift in perspective. And again, it's carving out the time and just not thinking you're doing it wrong, because that's the number one thing. People over here are gonna be like, I can't meditate. All these thoughts come into my head. I'm doing it wrong. You can't do it wrong. You might have a meditation where a million things come in your head. You're still meditating because you're trying to come back and focus on that breath. And over time, the thoughts start to slow down. And it's not during the meditation what's happening. It's the changes in your perspective outside the meditation. You will start to see the subtle shifts of the world around you. So your meditation might be filled with thoughts, but you might have more patience with your kids or something in your life. You might just be more observant of the world around you, and it's a subtle shift that happens in your perspective outside of the meditation.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you were talking to someone who's never done meditation and they asked you what is the one thing I can do to start, what would you say?
Start now, just focus on your breath. Find a seat, lay down, and just close your eyes and count. No, don't even count, just go inhale and exhale. Put your hand on your stomach and your chest and just try to go inhale, exhale. And just notice how it feels. Inhale, exhale. And when you come distracted, that's okay. When you become aware of that distraction, come back to the inhale and exhale. That's
I like that. So I'm asking because Lauren has done lots of trainings in meditation.
Yeah.
And for me, it's something that I've done in my yoga training, but never have gone to like a specific thing in it. I just kind of pick up things on my own. But there's no right and wrong, right?
There's no right and wrong. That's the number one thing. I spent my whole first year and a half meditating, thinking I was doing it wrong, only to come up find out there's, even in yoga, there's no right and wrong. You can make up a freaking pose tomorrow and call it something, and it's yoga.
Hey, no, we've like completely made up our own thing, and you know, it's like just having fun with it, and knowing that some days you're gonna want to do it, some days you won't, and there's times when I'm like, oh, like I just want to go to bed, or like, oh, forget that, I can skip that, but it never feels good to skip it, and the more you get out of a routine with it, it just, you notice, like if I skip like a few days from being away or whatnot, like you just notice.
You do. You notice it's the shifts outside of your practice. And if you fall asleep, that's great. That means your body's tired. Fall asleep. I fall asleep during meditation all the time. You're still meditating. You got the beginning part, and then you go off into a sweet slumber.
Right? So, ingredient 1, gratitude. 2nd, meditation. 3rd, we got movement. I love this topic.
Lauren could talk about it forever. So could I.
Right?
We love it. It's what brought us into this space now.
Totally.
We were fitness fanatics forever.
Forever. So actually, like, movement's been part of both of our lives forever. We used to play soccer together, and at that point, believe it or not, we hated running.
Hated running. I was the goalie in soccer, so I didn't have to run.
I tried to run a mile in gym class, and I blacked out and had to hold on.
I was there. It was hilarious. I had to walk her back to the school.
She had to walk me to the school bus because
she was
I
hanging onto a tree. She's like,
But I'm just saying, you know, it's not always something that everyone grows up liking, but once you get into a groove, right, it gets easier. And there's been times that we haven't had the best relationship with it, but the goal now is to move because it makes you feel good. It changes your mind. It makes you better in everything else in your life.
move your body, change your mind.
That's something you'll hear us say a lot. We got it from
Rachel
the best
Hollis.
of the best. And a lot of these things come from habits of the best, right?
Most successful people in the world, like literally, they'll say
Do
you need
this.
to exercise every day. And we're not talking you to go out and like crush it every day. You just need to get your heart rate going, find something that you like and move. Yoga, running, CrossFit, HIIT classes, spin classes, a nice brisk walk, anything.
Right, and it's really finding something that you enjoy and you can stick with, right? Because starting something, going all in and hating it, you're never going to stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not what we're looking for, right? Success is based on habits you do every day. So finding something you can stick with consistently is the word, people. And it maybe you like to do the same thing. Maybe you like to mix it up. I don't know. We don't care, right?
No.
Just pick something and do it.
Yeah.
Because the point is once you start moving, there is a trickle effect. It changes your mind, which makes you want to be better in your life, your job. It makes you want to eat better. Like,
relationships.
it all goes.
Mm-hmm. Hand in hand.
Hand in hand. Yes. So
All right, well, we can go on that topic for a whole like hour and a half. So
I know
we're gonna
we've
move
got
on.
plenty more of these. Okay, what's next? Eat healthy. We're gonna just keep it simple. Start your morning with a smoothie.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us do it. If you find another way to get in these type of ingredients, go for it, right? But the reason that we like smoothies is that it's a great way to jumpstart your day with all the ingredients you need. Like base, some kind of greens, right? Usually spinach, sometimes kales.
Frozen spinach, so you don't taste the frozen. If you freeze stuff, you don't taste it, like the greens.
Yeah, I use the fresh stuff too. So either way, the
Me too.
spinach mixes well. It may turn your smoothie a little bit funny color, but you just ignore that. It still tastes good.
My 3-year-old niece loves it.
Yes.
Throw it that way.
But that's a great way to get some vegetables in the morning, right? Veggies are super healthy, and if you can't taste them, that's even better. And then some kind of protein. Easiest thing for a smoothie is some kind of protein powder. I use the Vega brand. It's a plant-based pea protein, but you can kind of choose if you're more into the whey protein.
I'll use Ideal Raw. It's a vegan, organic-based protein, plant-based.
So, yep, starting your morning with some kind of protein gives you energy, helps to keep you fuller longer, all the good stuff, and it fuels your workout. So we want that. Adding in some healthy fats, right? So something that any kind of nut butters, chia seeds, maybe you add avocado, different ways to get healthy fats are super important for decreasing inflammation. I could go on about these topics forever, right? But we want everything. Last ingredient, some kind of carbs. You need the energy, you need it for your brain. Usually frozen fruit is my go-to in smoothies. I don't know if you have one.
I do frozen fruit as well. I put so much shit in my smoothie in the morning. It's ridiculous. I put 100 different types of seeds, matcha powder, maca powder, protein powder, frozen fruit, all this crazy shit. But frozen fruit is the best mixture and it tastes the best. Bananas, is a good base, and then I do blueberries usually always. Because
Perfect.
blueberries are brain food.
Yeah.
Same, and one piece of dark chocolate if I'm making a protein one, because it's also brain food.
Yum. So, and then ice in some kind of liquid of your choice. Water. I use a lot of unsweetened non-dairy beverages like coconut milk, almond milk. But if you tolerate dairy, kind of do what works for you. But let me break that down a little bit easier, right? So we want some kind of greens, some kind of protein, some kind of healthy fats, and some kind of carbs. So this morning in mine, I did spinach, frozen blueberries, I did almond butter, and I did, what else did I got? Almond butter, and I did a vanilla protein along with unsweetened coconut milk. I was like, what ingredient am I missing? Protein, the most important part.
Right.
So that is what I did for mine and kind of work on that base. But if you guys want more info, I post tons of recipes on that stuff.
Yeah. Just ask.
Just ask. But it all goes together, right? We're all about your mind, body, fuel, soul. Everything you'll hear from us incorporates all of it.
On top of that, before your smoothie, it's really good to start your day with a tea, an herbal tea, or even like hot water with lemon in it. It just jump starts your digestive system. Like another reason why we have smoothies in the morning is because it digests really easy. When you wake up, your digestive system isn't ready to like break down pancakes and waffles. But if you have a nice tea, maybe put apple cider vinegar in it. That's a nice complimentary thing. If you can't stand the taste of it, it starts your digestive system, and then you have your smoothie on top of it. All things to be easily digestible, and it'll put you back on track.
Yeah, and it's just try it out and see if it works for you, right? We're saying these things work for us. They work for a lot of people, but I will say I work individually with people for nutrition, and sometimes certain ingredients or things may not always work for you. So
Especially when things are so processed now.
Right. Like, and there's so many different things I could go into, but I always like to add that disclaimer just because I know some things can be healthy and it just you may not tolerate it well, and that's okay, right? Like, there's plenty of other things we can help you with, or, individualized counseling. Cool. And then throughout the day, hopefully that gets you going and motivated to eat better.
I'll tell you, if I don't start my day with my smoothie, it's fucking the rest of the day shot. I'm like, pizza, yup, give me this. Oh, I'm not exercising today. It's my free day.
Oh my God. No, I love them, but however, it makes me upset because then I'm freezing, right?
Yeah.
So I got a lovely mug that stays warm all the time, so that's the go-to. But then we just go to the movement and get warm, right?
All right,
Cool.
Final ingredient of the recipe.
Act of kindness.
So just to produce this loving karmic energy, so you have like, say what you're grateful for, say your I am statements. It's been found that really doing an act of kindness throughout your week really uplifts your energy level and your vibration as a human being, and that's what we want to do. We want to vibrate higher with every moment that we can, and that's how we become happier and more connected and understand ourselves even more. So something as small as calling someone who needs support, or smiling, or holding the door for someone, or just making someone's day once a week.
And there really is no better feeling than giving, right? When you're able to give, and because a lot of the things we mentioned in the rest of the ingredients are things you do for yourself to make yourself better for the world, right? But this last piece is when you really give that goodness of yourself out there. And that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
That's when you are just serving your purpose. Because we connect the mind, the body, but how else does that connect to the universe?
Yeah, we're all in this together, so we need to lift up the people around us as well, because people struggle a lot out there, and we were both those people at one point, and I'm so happy we've been able to shift our lives from where we were 10 years ago to where I am now. It's a complete 180.
Totally.
If there's something to magnify the term 180, I wish there was, because it's like, my friends usually are like, it's fucking unreal. It's insane.
Yeah, no, and it can be gradual shifts, and you may not notice big, huge things in a week or a month, right? But in a year or 2 years, you'll look back and be like, whoa, I am so different and I feel so much better. And I just want to say, that I am different, but I'm not perfect, right? I still need help from others.
Yeah.
Just doing all this stuff.
Because life is hard.
Yeah, we're in it together. So just to go back, like I want us, Lauren and I were kind of talking, and we want to let you guys in on our schedules of the day. How do we specifically implement this stuff? Because you may think that sounds like a lot, or you need to do it a certain way, but it's really going through the ingredients, the recipe, and figure out where you can implement them, right? So Lauren, will you tell them what your day looks like? How do you do this stuff in a day?
Yes, I will. So for me, it's all over the place. I am a person who lives in organized chaos. Legit, all over the place. If you look online or if you listen to other people, they'll tell you to do your morning ritual and start a ritual, or they'll be like, get up early, do it before you start your day. It's the best time to do it. I can't fucking do that. I try to wake up early every single day. Every single day I hear my alarm and I go, my sleep is so much more important right now than doing this. So I usually do this stuff middle of the day. So like right now it's 5 o'clock. I'll probably go home and do my meditation for today. So I put my gratitude, my I am statements, and my meditation all together or my focus breath, because you really want to be in a space of gratitude and love when you start your focus breath and meditations, because it just amplifies it that much more. So I'll write my gratitude, I am statements down. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes I keep going and I'm just like really seizing the day that day. It depends how much time I have. And then I'll move into my meditation practice. I will say my meditation practice started with 10 minutes a day. I'm now kind of up to 45.
I'm not.
But it is a time, like if you're a napper, you are going to love meditation, because you're like, sometimes you feel people are like, oh, you napped in the middle of the day. Now I'm like, oh, I have to meditate and just lay there and focus on my breath. And it's like more deeper relaxation than a nap ever is. So it's awesome.
I know.
So
we went on a trip and she told me she's going to meditate. And I was like, what the F is she doing? Like, she's just sleeping. She's laying there like this. So it doesn't matter what it looks like, right?
Exactly. It doesn't. And if I fall asleep and actually take a nap, that's what my body needs right then. That's okay. So I group those all together wherever I can fit it. Usually it's midday, like through 2, 3. That's a really good time to do it for me. And then my movement is all over the place. We are both yoga instructors, so I try to take classes whenever I can, and I also implement spin. I'm also a spin instructor as well into my practice. Yeah, I'm missing that. I'm missing the studio life right now. But I'll practice 6 days a week at least. Definitely give yourself 1 day off for movement. And I just have an intense practice because I've been doing this now for 8 years. So
believe it or not, I took Lauren to her first yoga class.
She did.
Yeah.
And I was like, this sucks.
But Lauren is
so
someone who's
hungover.
very extreme, right? So if she's going to do it, she's going to go all in and be
that's
the
when
best.
I was like crushing 10 miles a day. I was like, there's nothing better in life than running. Like, no,
Right?
I haven't run in like 5 years. I don't know. My smoothies right in the morning. So in the morning, if you know, traditional medicinals is the best tea on earth. They have all different types of stuff. I drink that with lemon, apple cider vinegar, and honey. I drink that, then I make my smoothie. Usually I'm carrying around cups everywhere because I'll be going to classes and I'll have a smoothie and I'll have a tea. And I'll finish my tea, then I'll go to my smoothie. Like I said, my smoothies, so much shit. My go-to one is I do a protein powder, peanut butter chocolate protein, banana, blueberries, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, matcha powder, maca powder,
I'm counting.
peanut butter, collagen, spinach, coconut water, and a piece of chocolate.
Of stuff.
Yeah, I get it all in at one. Hopefully,
Okay.
we'll see if my body digests it all.
Superfood smoothie superstar over here.
I know, I pack it in. I want it all. And then just being kind to people in life. Tipping extra at the Mary Lou's stand. If you guys don't know what Mary Lou's is, I'm sorry. You need to come to the East Coast in New England and figure it out. It's awesome coffee. Or like just holding a door for someone, or just being kind, because a lot of people have trouble doing that lately. Talking to someone and actually listening and not being like, oh yeah, like looking in their eyes. But yeah.
Yeah. I love it, Law. So you can see that it's not all done at, a consistent time, but it's been habits implemented in throughout the day. That in a day it all gets done, right? That's the point, is when can you fit it in a day?
And if it doesn't happen one day, it's okay. Start the next day.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I try to do everything most days, but there's a day sometimes when I miss a thing. Like, I'll tell you, I'm a little opposite of Lauren. I like schedules. I like lists, routines. I like to check things off the list. So right now, if you're watching this now, right, we mentioned we are in this COVID-19 pandemic. My schedule's a little thrown off, but I'm going to give you my typical, right? Because I am a morning person, and I usually like to start my morning with some kind of physical activity. I have my clothes laid out the night before, and I just pop right out of bed and do it. During the week anyways. And if I'll do a lot of home workouts. I go to yoga classes. I like to run. I like to mix it up. But for me, that works, and I like consistency, but I like to mix it up. After that, I meditate. I don't meditate for 45 minutes because also in the morning, like just getting to the day, I don't have that much time usually, and I don't think I could do that yet. I'm just not there. Mine usually lasts from 12 to 15 minutes. I set a timer, I count beads, anything to keep my mind kind of occupied. Some days it goes great. Some days I'm like, get me out of here. And then I write down things I'm grateful for, just my thoughts. And then I travel upstairs, because I live with my family, and I make them pick a card of the day. That's my favorite part of the day. And then we all write down what we're grateful for at different times. I make a smoothie, which I told you all the ingredients I put in it. So that kind of checks off pretty much my day, right? It's just easier for me to get it in that way. But if for some reason I'm busy, I will meditate at night too. And sometimes I get a little bit longer, and I like that experience better. And since I can't do 45 minutes at once, sometimes I break it up. And if I feel good, I have the time, feel like I need it, I will do it morning and night. But yeah, teaching the yoga classes too. I'm kind of all over the place with exercise. And acts of kindness. Every day, just trying to be nice, like Lauren said. And I think that means a whole lot more, but throughout the week too, I like to think of like little random things I can do just to help my community a little more. We just put together a virtual 5K with our Keep Calm and Carry On group. I love running, so I kind of convinced Lauren that we could do it, but at your own little thing of skipping, blading.
Yeah, I obviously chose to rollerblade.
Yes. But for me, I love to connect community and just try to put us together for a common cause. And that always changes, too. But we just wanted to show you guys, like, exactly what do we do and how do we get to this space. And every day is different, but these are the things we do to literally have transformed our life from eating disorders, drinking too much, over-exercising. It's been gradual, but we really just wanted to share because if you do these things, right, especially now in this crazy time, we promise you, like, I can promise you, and that's a strong statement.
You'll create more happiness in your life, 100%.
You will be healthier, you will be stronger, better. You will get through this time, and you will be thankful for this time. Because right now you may have a little more time. So sit down, create a schedule, like implement good habits, right? Because when you have good habits, it helps you to change the ones you don't want. But yeah, it's an ever-changing thing, and we're gonna put together a little recipe guide for you guys so you can see this in writing. But any final thoughts?
No, that's it.
No?
This is supposed to be 15 minutes long. It's obviously a half hour.
So yes, we're learning, but we're gonna continue to do these chats, TYL chats of all different topics. We just want to keep giving you guys information and share with all different intentions, sharing the real, what's brought us here, the details, the stories, good, bad.
Everything.
So yes, join us again, and we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Namaste.
Namaste, bitches.